What is up everyone, it's TK and welcome back to the channel. We have the new events that has been starting and it's been going around. Now guys, usually after an hour after every event, I always max the equipment. I always buy all those kind of, medals. I don't know why it's not in the shop. Don't worry, I have not bought it. As you can see, I don't have the medals. I just got the first 1,000 with the event pass and got the monk statue. I'm gonna get the other statue as well. And obviously, this is gonna be a weird video because I'm not used to not maxing things. You know me. If you've been on the channel, you know we always max every equipment. Now, I have two accounts that I always max everything. I always buy the gold pass and I always max every town hall that is coming out. And the other accounts, I just played like free-to-play players. So the content I bring you can be more similar to the majority of people who watch the videos. And on this account, I obviously have the VAM stash that have not been upgraded. And my second account that I always upgrade everything is this one. So you can see the VAM stash is actually maxed out on that account, but my main account is above it on the wars. So one thing I can be assured of is the equipment does not affect the war kind of, well, how do you call it, like the ladder of the war, whatever you want to call that. So that means I never actually go and upgrade the VAM stash because it's absolutely useless for me and the strategies I personally like in the game. And I don't think even with some dragons attacks, because they added the minion prints. So back then we used to take that VAM stash with the king, maybe with the walk on the outside with the dragons when he was in front of the queen. But now when the minion prince is there, usually not a lot of people take the king anymore. So you can see why it became slightly useless for me. Now talking about why am I lagging, hold on, what is going on? Let me reset the game. Alright, we are back. So let's go to the event deals. Now, obviously, when a bracelet like this is out and it's epic, personally, I think it should be kind of either bringing some new insane strategies, or it should be something that is at least useful for the higher town halls as well. Now this equipment, I'm not here to say it's completely useless. There's things you can do, there's armies you can kind of build around it, move around and play around with it, but what I think is that this is mostly for the lower town halls, so they get also some nice epic equipments, just like some certain RC equipments are not being used in higher town halls, but they're being used in the lower town halls because they don't have access to another set of equipment. So I personally think this is their only kind of, I would say, not excuse, but their only way of kind of giving equipments to the lower town halls as well. This equipment does not have any kind of place in the high legends, in the CWOs. There is no way you can risk not taking the major meta equipments and the big ones, the damage equipments, and take this and go around with armies, especially in hard mode, where a fire spitter can just melt down your snakes. Like if there's 2-3 defenses on the king and there's a fire spitter, guys, your snake doesn't even have the chance to come out. And one thing I was really upset about is that I didn't really want to go ahead and max it because obviously I do have the ores and they are full, that's correct, but I just couldn't bear to max something that investing so much of those story ores that so many people are missing out. So many don't even have 100. So many are looking to get those ores, and I didn't want to sit here and give 700 to something that I'm not even gonna use just to kind of be like, yeah, I'm able to max it. No, I'm able to max it, but I don't think I will ever max this equipment. So just like the vamp stash is gonna be in the corner of my equipment, even on my other accounts, I don't think I'm gonna max it, but I was thinking of not buying it. That's the thing. So I think that is a problem if you think that. So I think go ahead and buy it, okay? If it's myself, I'm gonna buy it as well, so we don't miss out on the upcoming equipment. And then later, if they get a buff, which that is another whole kind of topic that I'm gonna come back to. But if someone finds a strategy that is super useful with it after all the nerfs that are going to be coming with the equipments, maybe even more nerfs in the future, but that's when it will then be something that could come back to the meta. I still don't think it's gonna do that, but it is what it is. Clash of Clans, you never know what's gonna happen in future, and that's why I'm gonna buy it, but I'm not gonna upgrade it, so I can put it away and whenever I need to upgrade it, I will always have the ore. So I'm gonna just max it out. But that is it for that. Now, why did I say about buffs and topics and stuff? Well, guys, do you remember when the lava loom came out and it was absolutely useless? I know I maxed it out, but because back then we used to do a lot of creative wars, and I was kind of getting ready for Carbon Finn's master kind of creative master class or master series, however he calls it. So I really wanted to build an army against Lava Loom Puppet, and it just didn't work as well. But I know what I wanted to do. It's like with the clone spell, right? So hopefully in future when the clone spell gets a new level, we can use the Lava Loom Puppet. But that's the whole idea of why did this equipment not get a buff for over so many months? That's what I think will happen with the snake bracelet. Like, it's not going to get a buff, guys. This is going to be exactly as it is. If it gets a buff, it will completely mess up the lower town halls kind of meta. And if it gets a nerf, yeah, it's not even gonna get used. So this equipment is going to stay as it is exactly right now. That's my opinion, and it's I think 99% true. Otherwise, maybe Supercell have some other plans, but I don't think this equipment will get a buff. So that is also one of the reasons I won't upgrade it, because the lava loom puppet, I always thought they would buff it maybe at the third lava loom. But then when I thought about it, because when I took those 4 clone strategies, I was like, hold on, if this get a buff and if the clone spell get a new level, you're basically gonna have infinite lava loon kind of, event. You're always gonna have lava loon and going smashing through the base, especially when you don't have the town hall poison. That would break the game. So it was very, I would say, clever to not bring a buff to this equipment, but it's good to have it maxed. The other one, I just don't think it's gonna get a buff. I don't think there's any spells or armies that is gonna be around it, so I won't waste my ores on it, and I think this is a good decision. Okay, I didn't want to get cooked by you guys in the comments because I maxed an equipment that is absolutely useless. It's gonna go to the inventory and never touched again, but I wanted to show you that it has happened before with it, and it's the vamp stash. So I know what I'm doing, but I think I'm going to purchase it just so I have it in case something builds around it in the near future or maybe far future, who knows. But I'll always have the ore. So that's the thing with me, like I always have ores. It just depends what abilities and equipments we are going to get. And this one is a bit, I would say, not as good to upgrade in those higher town halls. Now, if you're a town hall 17 and you don't have the rocket spear or the spiky ball, guys, you need to make sure you purchase them because those are the main equipments for those 2 heroes. If you go ahead and buy the snake bracelet and miss out on those, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm joking, I'm joking. Obviously, it's all your choices. It's just me who are here doing a video, kind of giving you ideas of what is the best choice. But that is it just for me personally. And hopefully this video was kind of giving you, the thoughts of why I didn't max this equipment, why I'm not gonna max it, and if it's gonna be kind of buffed or nerfed in the future, and all the things around it. Now, hopefully again you guys enjoyed this. Let me know down below if you're going to buy it or if you're gonna upgrade it to the maximum level. Maybe, who knows, maybe you're crazy, I don't know. I'm joking, guys. Chill out, chill out, chill out. Now, yeah, that would be it for the video. Hopefully I'll see you soon tomorrow. Take care and peace.